Hey y'all, it's Lauren, and we are going on a little adventure to Barnes & Noble. I just had a birthday pass, and this is our bookish adventure of the day to shop, not until we drop, but just to get a couple of items. My husband had a haircut, so in the area there was a Barnes & Noble, so let's hit it up. Right, so we are currently at the town center. One thing I will say is my birthday did just pass again. I just turned 30. So we're out here and we're just gonna see what Barnes & Noble has. I don't have anything in particular that I'm like interested in buying, but I just wanna see what they got and hopefully something makes the list. Oh, this is actually something I don't have. And why is it already $3 off? But we're gonna go ahead and grab her. We definitely just need to look around, see what's gonna catch my attention. I have August Lane. I actually don't have Rotten and Rich. Oh, this just came out. Die for Me. This literally just came out, and I was so interested in the cover. It is gorgeous. Like, I don't know. I can't go too crazy. He did tell me I have a little limit, so let's see what else is around before I make a decision. Oh my god, the physical copies. Hold on. I might have to pick these bad boys on up, but you think my husband gonna let me walk out of here with like 10 books? I don't think so yet. But I don't know, we'll see. Y'all, it's definitely Summerween. And I need to, oh my god, actually my friend was just telling me about this book. She just rated this 4 stars. She literally said, get this. And it says buy one, get one 50% off. Y'all, I might just have to do it. I just might have to do it. Let me reevaluate what he's telling me to do. what my husband has for me. Okay, so my husband so graciously made a nice little deal. He's currently looking at vinyls, but if I get some books on sale, I can get some more books. But he also told me don't let that stop me. So let's see what's the limit realistically, because I just don't know. And I wasn't expecting to come in here and find such great deals. So let's get into it. Okay, so I've walked around this table, the King of Horrors, and I'm actually a T. Kingfisher fan, and I'm gonna go ahead and pick this up. I don't know if this is a recent new book that she has come out with, but I'm definitely gonna purchase this, and I'm gonna get the Slasher Summer just because it was recommended by my friend. So right now we have 3 books. I'm gonna go ahead and hand these to my husband. Here.
Ooh.
Yep.
You know the funny thing? I thought about buying us 2 copies of these so we could read it together. So, hi y'all, I'm the husband. If I had time yesterday, I was going to come and like get 2 copies of these because you said you wanted to buddy read it, but like, I don't know. But anyway.
It sounds like we're about to get a second copy of the book. So, oh my god, around. And they have sprayed edges too. Oh, gorgeous.
Cool. Yeah, continue to look around.
No, he's definitely buying Kid Cudi's vinyl, so
I'm just holding on to it.
I think he's gonna buy it.
I'm holding on to it.
Anyway, let's keep shopping around.
Yeah.
So remember how I was telling you guys I was rereading the 5th season? I just saw a series that she has that I have never seen before. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get it, but we're just gonna continue to browse, see what else is out there, and just check it out. I don't know if I want anything that's like romance or just any other genre. I'm definitely heavy into romance right now, but I think I'm ready to like dive into other other genres again. But romance is definitely what's keeping me entertained right now. So one of my mutuals just tagged me in my story and just said, hey, is anybody else interested in reading any of these 3 books? And one of those was Black Sun by Rebecca. I do not want to mess with her last name, but I'm gonna see if I could try and find it. I'm in the fantasy aisle right now, so let's see if we can find it. Oh, and just like that, we have found it. It is a 3-book series, and I'm just wondering, should I get all 3 or should I just start with the first one and see how we like it and then come back for the other 2? Let's see. This series has been on my TBR for honestly well over a year, and I'm so interested. Like, I think it's definitely time to like pick her up and bring her home, especially if I'm gonna try and buddy read it. I think we're gonna do the first one, see how this first book goes, and then do the other 2, like come back and buy the other 2. I'm just gonna continue to look around. I'm in the Black Voices in Fiction section, which I feel like is a hodgepodge of urban poetry, romance, and literature classics. I'm trying to figure out like what I want to do. Like, I've been interested in reading Quan Animal, but they never have the first book. Literally, like, they just have books 2 and 1 and 3, and I want to read the first one, so I might just have to do this on Kindle Unlimited. I did read Toni Morrison's Sola earlier this year, and I read The Bluest Eye last year, so I'm gonna slowly integrate these short stories, or integrate her books slowly but surely as the years go on. I'm gonna pick up The Secret World of Maggie Gray. It's been on my Kindle for so long, and I do have it on my Kindle Unlimited. It's literally sitting there, but I'm gonna pick up a physical copy because why not? And we're gonna cash this in the bank.
He's already watched AEW and he comes back and beats you like
So I'm definitely gonna pick up maybe 1 or 2 more books. My husband asked me, are you sure this is everything you want? And I was like, So I definitely think I'm gonna get some other 2, but I don't know which other 2. Okay, I actually do think we're gonna get this new release, Die For Me. When I tell you I've been seeing this all over socials, I'm just like, yes, this is what I need. And the fact that Ali Hazelwood has a little piece of blurb on here is like, okay, she must be pretty good. So I think I'm definitely gonna go ahead and cash this one in. So we definitely walked out of there with like a couple of books. We walked out of there with about 8 books, I believe. I think it's 8. And we'll do a haul. Alrighty. So we are home and we've got our bag of books. Yeah. So I think I said that we had about 8 books. I think it's actually 7. So we're gonna pull these books up out of here and I'll show y'all what the actual haul look like. So we have The Black Sun by Rebecca Reinhorst. And this is definitely going to be a buddy read with some of my friends on socials. She said she had a couple books that she needed to get through first, and then she was going to come back. And that's perfectly fine with me because I'm in the middle of reading Parachutes and the 5th season. So that is perfectly fine. So this will be a buddy read. So we're gonna go to our next book, and that is Die for Me by Shirlene. I do not want to mispronounce her last name. And this author has been doing such a great job of promoting her book on socials. And I remember looking at a video clip that she posted on Threads and Danielle Allen having to do and politely hold her hand because she was about to give away a spoiler in her book, and that alone was just like perfect outside of the her own promotion that she's been doing. So I'm definitely excited to give this one a look see and see what she is about. I'm gonna read the little bit of the back for y'all. What my eyes are showing me can't be possible, can't be real, because if it is, then I have to accept that Julian Conrad has been alive for a very long time, too long to be human. All right now. So I'm very excited to give this a look see and see what she's about. The next book is The Secret Life of Maggie Gray. And y'all, Granger definitely has a cult following, and I understand why. To have the 5th book just be released and having this traditionally published, to just like everything that's surrounding this series, I'm very interested in getting into it. Now, I've had the first 3 books on my Kindle for well over a year. I just have not had the chance to read it. I have not been in a sci fi fantasy mood in a really long time, actually, until maybe a month ago. So it might be time for me to go ahead and deep dive into the fantasy world. And this will be definitely one of those books I will be reading. Um, I'm very excited. I heard that this book has a lot of chaos in it, and that is fine with me. If that means that this is definitely a setup into the bigger plot, that is perfectly fine. Um, so we're definitely excited to get into this one. The next book that I actually didn't pick this book out. It was given to me by the cashier, and she's like, I feel like with everything that you've been having in your hands during this pickup, um this will be a really good one. And I was like, why not? This is Our Last Resort by Clemence Malkahan. Y'all, sorry. This author wrote The Quiet Tenant, and I read that book about like 2 years ago, and I thought it was fantastic. This was like in my introduction to reading again, and that was a read that I did with my husband. He's actually currently rereading it because he didn't finish the book. And I'm kind of excited to see what this book could be about, considering that it was not something that I picked up and was recommended to me. So I'm kind of excited for this one. Another book that I am very interested in, as you can see, I've picked up quite a variety of black romance to sci-fi, fantasy to horror, mystery. We're going to continue on with that theme and do The Slasher Summer by E.L. Chin. Now, this book was on my friend's story, and I was like, this looks so good. Loved the cover, loved everything about it. And she was like, she gave it a 4 star. So she told me that I would definitely enjoy this book, and to see it on the display like that, I was like, I felt like I should pick it up. So I'm actually going to read this one with my husband as well because his jam is mystery thrillers, crime fiction. So we're going to see how we enjoy this one together. And this had sprayed edges. Like, I didn't know that when I picked up the book. It's just gorgeous. how these edges are. And yes, those are different things that slashers use in the movies. So I really enjoy like the callback to slasher items that are used on their victims. So I definitely enjoyed the fact that this has sprayed edges, and I'm excited to see what this book is going to give. I do enjoy like a little horror thriller during the summer, so this is going to be our first one for the summer. So the next one is T. Kingfisher, A House with Good Bones. I love this author. I have already read like 3 or 4 books by them. And when I saw this, I was just like, I have to pick this up. I have to pick this up. There was a series that I read, and the first book is called, if I'm not mistaken, What Moves the Dead. Y'all, that book was so creepy. And because when I am reading with audio, I do read at like a 2.0 to like a 2.3. So having it in that speed in that book gave it the creepy feels. Oh, it was perfect. So I'm very excited. The books um that this author writes are definitely like callbacks to classic horror literature, and I just had to pick this up. So my last book is The Misconnection by Tia Williams. I have not had the chance to read this yet. I have heard mixed things about this, but one of my really good friends, Mrs. Yang's on social, definitely loved this book. So much so that she read it while she was in the midst of labor. Don't tell me. Yeah, you can't tell me that woman don't have superpowers. She definitely does. But for her to be reading this while she was in labor and then came back and said this was probably one of the best books that she's read, I was like, okay, I definitely need to give this I definitely need to give this a read despite like its mixed reviews, which are again personal opinions. So I'm very excited to get into this and see how she holds up. So this is my birthday bookish haul, and I'm very excited to see a new chapter of this life, see a new decade. I'm very glad that I was able to celebrate with you all by bringing y'all this bookish haul. I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.